What's up, my peeps and my geeks? How y'all doing today? I'm Ben, the Every Person Geek, coming at you guys, talking about Superman and Lois, episode 14, the one before the finale, which is coming out tomorrow. Guys, this episode was loaded. Let's get into it right now. Alright, so we started off the episode seeing Tal-Rho back at the sun, absorbing the solar radiation from the sun, powering up the Eradicator that is built up into his body. Um, this was a great episode. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out on demand from your local cable provider or the CW app itself, because tomorrow night is going to be the season finale. So if you don't want to be left behind, definitely check it out, especially if you're a Superman fan. All right. So with this episode, we got to see Smallville, the repercussions of what's going on with the DoD occupying the town. You see a lot of protesting going on at a town hall, which you guys have seen a couple screenshots right there. You got General Lane trying to BS the crowd, and it isn't working out so well. You have um, Lois sitting right next to him. What winds up happening at this town hall, a mother of one of the victims of Morgan Edge winds up coming in talking about how, the DOD is lying. They're not investigating what happened with her son, stuff like that. And Lois, is winds up interjecting and going, I have no I can only imagine how you must feel. And the mother's like, oh no, you have no clue of how it is to lose a son. And that's some big foreshadowing. If you guys seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, spoilers are ahead in this review. So, we got that going on with the DOD. Then we got um, Jonathan is finally getting a little girlfriend. Not a little girlfriend. Jonathan is finally getting a girlfriend. Well, it seems like he's finally getting a girlfriend. That same girl from the previous episode that kind of, was trying to milk him for information. Turned out not to be such a bad woman, young lady. So, that there's sparks going on with that situation. We also have Jonathan trying to talk with John Henry in the garage, in the barn, and John Henry just was not having this kid try to help him out with his tech, just because I believe that John Henry doesn't want Jonathan to lose his childhood, from the way his daughter did in the alternate world. I think John Henry just wants Jonathan to concentrate on being a teenager, and that's it. So that's what's going on with Jonathan in this episode. Just two roles, the girlfriend, and now the situation with John Henry. Um, Clark winds up going over to Lana's house, who you see has a for sale sign on the house. Apparently, her and her husband are planning to leave out Smallville. Her and Lana and Clark wind up having a discussion about, that she can't leave, especially since his mother passed away. She is the new heart of Smallville, and she really doesn't feel that way, especially for how Smallville has turned against her. And she's just feeling some type of way about the whole situation. And her husband, Kyle, has been applying to other firehouses in the surrounding counties, and it looks like he might be getting a job. So, depending on what happens with Lana in the next episode, we might see her either run for the governor or mayor, whichever one it is, or they might wind up leaving only to come back eventually. Who knows? We'll see what happens in this next episode, well, the season finale. Um, Big thing that's going on is with Morgan Edge, Tal-Rho, Superman, John Henry, and the DoD. So, Tal-Rho, after 2 or 3 weeks, winds up going back to Earth and winds up going straight to free Lara, whatever, not Lara, uh, Lars or Lara, so whatever her name is in the show, the blonde. He winds up going to free her from the DOD. They wind up going to Metropolis. And as you see right here, you got Clark and John Henry going to face off against them two, but little did they know, it wasn't just the two of them. Out of the crowd pops up four Kryptonians out of nowhere. Um, Apparently, Talro Eradicator can make, you know, Kryptonians just like he had done before, but this time he didn't need the machine. So they pop up out of the crowd. He tells them to go and destroy the city, put the city on its knees, and Superman and John Henry go after both Lars and the other Kryptonians to try to stop them. You have this whole scene where it was very reminiscent of the parallel of John Henry's parallel Earth, where Lois is on top of the Daily Planet, and you see Lars come up just the way Superman did, and it looked like she was about to die, but John Henry's hammer knocked the crap out of her out of the sky, knocked out the guy that John Henry was confronting on the ground, and there you go. They took care of the four extras, and they took care of Lars. Then you had Talro Eradicator disappear up in the air. And of course, where does he go? But Smallville. He winds up going after Jonathan, Jordan, and General Lane. Their car gets busted up. He winds up grabbing Jordan and taking off. He flies into this, what looks to be an abandoned nuclear reactor, which kind of makes sense to go there because I'm sure that whole place is lead lined for radiation reasons, and plus it's a good way to keep Clark from actually finding where they are. And as you see in this still, Talro Eradicator starts changing Jordan. Um, One of the final scenes of this episode is Jordan getting changed into Zeta Rho, Talro's father. And that's what the red eyes means right there. So, let's talk about the episode. A lot of good stuff happened in this episode. I don't know what they're planning to do as far as Jordan is concerned, but there was a trailer for the next episode at the end where you see Jordan, say to Superman, "I don't want to die." So that's really interesting. Dying to see what's going to happen there, especially since it looked like it was like lava in the background of that or something. I don't know. It was weird. Um, you got Lois. Her newspaper is going to be sold. So, well, the editor's thinking about selling the newspaper, and so she might be out of the job again. Depending on whether or not I think her name's Chrissy will wind up selling it. So, this episode was really good, and like I said, guys, the one part when after Clark finds out that Talro took Jonathan, and he flies up above Earth to try to find him and everything, and he can't find him, and he flies back down there. The emotional range of Tyler Hulchin, I can't say that guy's name. The whole emotional range that he was able to display in that was I thought was really good. It really brought in a lot of the vulnerability of Superman. For an invulnerable character, you're seeing a whole nother side to Superman that was only evident in the Christopher Reeve movies. I didn't really see it from Henry Cavill, which again, that's the way it was written and everything. But the way that they're writing Superman in Superman and Lois is phenomenal. It actually gives him a human side, and also the side of Superman too, the invulnerable side. And the fact that we're seeing both sides in this series is very reminiscent of Christopher Reeve movies, Smallville the TV series with Tom Welling. I think a lot of that is playing in, might even be a little bit more of an influence for Superman and Lois and what they're trying to do with this series. Now, again, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I am kind of upset that they're not really using the farm from Smallville. It looks like it is a totally different farm, but I can understand because they're trying to say several years have passed, since, his appearance on Supergirl. I mean, the boys are teenagers now in high school, so yeah, a lot of years have passed. So the farm might have got run down and stuff like that, but I still think they should have used the Smallville farm in this series. I think it would have been a nice callback to that series. But yeah, we got the next episode going to happen. I've read a couple articles. Well, not a couple, but I've read this one article that said that, this series is setting up the death of Superman without Superman dying and without Doomsday and stuff like that. I can see where this article is getting that from, with the Eradicator being in there and Jordan kind of being like a Superboy-esque character. But I would prefer them to actually do a Death of Superman with Doomsday and the Reign of Superman. So we're probably not going to get it this season where Superman dies. But I would love to see at the end of maybe season 2 or 3, the big battle with Doomsday. And during the summertime, maybe having a special episode, where, Superman dies at the season finale. You have the funeral and everything like that. And then we have like a promotional episode in the middle of the summer where maybe it might even be like a half an hour long or something like that, where these other Supermen start appearing throughout Metropolis. Like the Cyborg Superman. You got well, can't do the Eradicator, or if they don't destroy the Eradicator, maybe the Eradicator comes back. This time in the House of L symbol, and John Henry. I think that would be cool. And Jordan, taking up his father's mantle if he doesn't die in this. But I think that would be kind of cool to have like a little half an hour, and then when the series comes back, you see them all going at it, and then maybe for the first like 5 or 6 episodes, it's them four, and then Superman comes back, or you have like these stills where Superman is in like a tomb or something like that, trying to regain his powers, or in a basement or a dungeon or something, trying to regain his powers and stuff. So that's just an idea for you guys, the writers, if they ever watch this before season 2 or 3 comes out. So just thought I'd put it out there. But no, seriously, guys, let me know what you guys are thinking about Superman and Lois. Let me know if you guys are enjoying it. If you think they could be doing something better, if they are doing something that you don't like, put it down in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. And guys, as always, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. And guys, as always, thank you for watching. May the odds ever be in your favor. Good luck to you guys. Thanks.